Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net with your look ahead on Wednesday the 3rd of May. Thanks again for watching. Now this one today is more of a, yeah, I'm aware of it and I'm looking at it kind of video. So you'll have to excuse me sort of rambling on a little bit because I'm kind of saying it as I see it as we look through these charts. Reason is that the forecast from the Met Office, long range forecast from the UK Met Office, is coming up with the idea, and it has been for some time, that May, June and July overall will be wetter than average months. Now, of course, that's nowhere near what we're experiencing at the moment with the dry weather that we've got. Yes, we're looking towards this breakdown at the back end of next week, running into next weekend, and I'll have more on that for you probably in tomorrow's look ahead. But at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be Thursday, Friday, when we see any change come through. And you can see that on the 500 millibar charts here. This is going through this weekend. You see the ridge still building through the country from that high in the height centred off Iceland through Sunday and into Monday of next week. But then look what happens. Wednesday, start to see a trough pass its way eastwards, and then through Thursday and into Friday of next week, hints of a trough becoming established across more northern and western parts of the country. Jet stream is down here, so things looking rather more unsettled. I still favour the idea of Thursday as being the breakdown date, but of course, like I say, I'll bring more on that to you in the next couple of days. No, it's this summer idea, wetter than average, that's got me kind of concentrating on things at the moment, because May certainly looks to be drier than average. Always said that this middle period of May, as we go into the more mixed conditions from the back end of next week, really will set the scene for the summer. If it comes back good at the end of May and the early part of June, or if it comes back dry, if it's not good for you, if it comes back dry and warm, then yeah, I think we can probably chuck out these ideas of the wetter summers, but if it takes time for dry weather to get back, or if indeed the dry weather doesn't get back, then that changes things a touch and brings us more into where UK Met Office and others are starting to go. This was the sea surface temperature forecast, and you can see here this weak to neutral El Nino starting to build in. A bit of warmer than average water coming off the eastern coast of the States, warmer than average around the UK. Basically, it's warmer than average across much of the north and central parts of the Atlantic, but these colder than average conditions towards the south of Greenland, they're lending themselves towards the build of pressure up towards the north of the country, and there's no real sign of that letting up, and it's that build of pressure towards the north which is allowing this easterly flow to get in and blocking the pattern, shifting the jet stream further south and bringing the dry weather into the UK. Now, this is where the Met Office sees things in their April long-range outlook. This is the forecast for May, June and July of rainfall, precipitation anomalies. I have to say I'm not a great fan of the Met Office long-range. I don't really trust it that much, but it's been fairly consistent in what it's been trying to say. And the green colours across the UK, across northern and western parts of Europe, indicating wetter than average conditions, not horrendously so, just slightly above normal, but it certainly goes with that idea of those wetter than average conditions here. And when you look at the probabilities of above normal precipitation across the UK, it goes into these light yellow colours, and those light yellow colours are actually for 40 to 60% risks of above average rainfall. For near normal precipitation, it goes with a whites to blue, which is sort of 20% or so. Below normal, it's whites to blue as well. So it's firmly in the region of above average precipitation. Now, we called the idea of a drier May, of things probably being dry for much of June as well, but not quite so dry as May. And then a breakdown middle part of July, taking us into the back end of the summer. But this certainly leans to the idea of things breaking down in June, and then that's it. I'd normally chuck that out the window, but then when you take a look at the forecast for May, June and July from the CFS, that's going with this idea as well now of wetter conditions across the UK, across France and across northern parts of Spain, drier across much of Eastern Europe. It's those green colours though that we're interested in out towards the west. Now, maybe this is just a function of the jet being shifted further south. Like I say, it's going to be down here as a jet stream. So what that tends to do is put the lower pressures down here. And yeah, we'll find areas of thundery rain shifting northwards and clipping southern parts of England. So I can buy this wetter idea across the far south of the UK. but not across more central and northern areas. And I certainly buy the idea of wetter conditions across central parts of Europe through the summer months with that jet being shifted. But I'm just not sure it's going to be that widespread across the UK. So it's something that I'm watching at the moment and something that I think you need to be aware of. Certainly, I think the summer's front-loaded with dry weather. That's a story we've been putting out for a while. But that back end, will it be that unsettled? When will the unsettled conditions come in? That's the bit that causes questions at the moment. For my money right now, I'm going to stick with where we are, with the predominantly dry May, mixed middle part of May, dry end of May, probably dry early parts of June. June being a mixed-ish month for the second half, and then July starting off okay, but breaking down middle of the month and probably going wetter into August. That's where I think we're going to be going just at the moment anyway. So I'm looking for evidence though of things turning wetter, because obviously if the forecast does change, then you're going to be the first to know about it. And so I'm looking around for the evidence for that just at the moment. So I wanted to let you know really what I'm up to. Did I witter on too long there? Was that too rambling for you? I hope not. I hope you've got the story. Anyway, going to leave you with that for now. Don't forget to check out the 2-week planner. That has all the info on the latest forecast and the idea of the breakdown. That's online for you now. But whatever you're doing, thanks again for watching. Keep the sun shining and bye for now.